Hello everybody, welcome to Cheri Voyage. Today we're going to be going over the new collection by Tom Ford. It's his summer collection. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so there were the swatches. Let's go ahead now and get into these two products from the Tom Ford Salil Summer Collection. So let's start off with the Tom Ford eyeshadow. So what it says is that it is a cream powder eyeshadow duo. It retails for $65. The colors are black sand, which is the shadow, and bronze glitter cream. So it's black with gold pearl. So what it is, it says it's a two-tiered eye color that combines an ultra black molten base color with high glitter bronze powder to create a dramatic dimensional eye. It's supposed to be a deeply seductive eye look. So let's go ahead and try this on and see if it lives up to its claim. Just to let you guys know, I already dipped my finger in and did a thin layer of the gold shadow on both of the eyes. I just wanted to see how it felt on the skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer the black on top of this, and then I'll add the gold to top it off to get that kind of sultry, smoky look. So I opened the bottom part first, and I want to go ahead and just grab a little bit with my finger. I just feel like it's going to be better worked into the skin with a finger rather than a brush. You can use a concealer brush to pat it on. I like to use my fingers, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pat the black on the lower lid. It is a cream texture, so it is blending really nicely. Now this is very pigmented, so I suggest if you are somebody who is a bit trepidatious about using darker colors, definitely go in with a light application. Don't put too much on your finger or brush, or it could get really dark really quickly. So I'm using my other finger here to just kind of shear out the edges of the shadow. So moving back and forth between the color that's been on this finger to tap it on, and then my clean finger to just blend and shear out the edge of the shadow. I can already tell that these aren't going to move, which is nice. It gives you a little bit of that workability time frame so that you can really blend it out, but then it wants to set and dry so it won't move around the lid, which is great. I'm just going in now and just slightly kind of refining those edges, making sure that it's nice and blended so that I can create a transition of dark medium to light as it moves from the lash line up to the brow bone. I'm going to go ahead now and add the gold. Now the texture on the gold feels kind of like a foiled texture. It's not wet, it's not dry. It's kind of a powder cream slash jelly texture. So I'm going to take that gold and I'm going to tap it in the middle of the eye. And then whatever's left over, I'm going to pop to the inner edge and the outer edge of the eye here. Whatever's left on my finger here, I'm just lightly tapping in the middle of the brow bone. Okay. So I'm going to do the other eye. We'll put the gloss on, and then I'll tell you guys what my thoughts are. Here we have the Tom Ford Salil Sunlust Lip Gloss. Retails for $56, and as usual, I'm going to read a little information so that we are on the same page. So what it says is it's a high shine, non-sticky lip gloss that lavishes lips in a shimmering rose peach color. It's a pearlescent ultra gilded gloss. It's formulated with encapsulated pigments that breaks down. So I'll tell you right now that I did a swatch right when the package arrived, and I was so confused because I didn't read about the product. I didn't watch any other YouTube content creators, and I put the gold swatch on my hand and it started to turn like a peachy rose gold color. So for those of you that don't know how this lip gloss works, it goes on gold, it looks gold in the tube, you put it on and it breaks down into a peach rose gold color. So it's meant to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and try this on. Texture feels nice. So as you can see, it's warming up and turning into a peach rose hue. Ooh, the gloss is really pretty. Very summer. Feels really good. Light, hydrating. What I will say that is impressing me is that the gold flecks in this, I don't feel on my lips. Sometimes those shimmer particles, you rub your lips together and it feels terrible. It feels scratchy. It doesn't have any of that. It feels very emollient. So they did a really good job at making sure to finely nail those pigments to create a very subtle sheen so that it doesn't feel like a itchy, kind of scratchy texture. All right, let's go ahead and get into my thoughts on this collection. So let's go ahead and start with the shadow. This is a really beautiful duo. Is it $65 beautiful? It depends on you. It's definitely a preference thing. I will say that it was kind of interesting to put on black and gold for a summer collection, yet I kind of like that because it's thinking outside the box. But I have to say that for those of you who aren't somebody who likes a smoky eye or wears a lot of gold, it's definitely a look. If you're looking for something similar and a little less expensive, Charlotte Tilbury has some similar products and colors when it comes to this type of formula as well as color payoff. So definitely check her out. I have to say, I like this. I don't love it. It's just not something that I instantly think about and will want to be like, yeah, I want to wear black and gold on my eyes today. So I would definitely recommend this if it's something that you're interested in and almost like an editorial look. Of course, you can break this up and just do the gold across the eye, which is really pretty, or just the black if you want to smoke out your outer edge or do it as a liner. That would be fine too, obviously. So you can, make this more wearable for daytime. It's definitely a more bold color story because of the black and the gold. So in summary, it's just one of those preference products. For me, I like it. I don't love it. It's really pretty, but I could live without it. All right, let's go ahead and get into my thoughts on the lip gloss. So here's the Tom Ford Lip Lust Gloss, and I really like this. This is much prettier than I thought it would be. When I first heard about it, I thought, gold on the lips? That could really wash people out or just not look very pleasant when it comes to different skin tones. But it transforms itself into a beautiful rose peach gold finish, and it feels really good, and the color payoff is really stunning. This to me is what I would like to have seen more on the eyes. That said, the gloss is actually really gorgeous and it feels really good, and I love the color payoff. Now, I will say that there are similar glosses to this, and that's the Nars Lip Oil Glosses. It's very similar in kind of texture and color payoff and the way it catches light. And the Nars is cheaper than this gloss, definitely. Almost, I'd say, half the price. So that's something to keep in mind. What I will say is a bit different, though, is the formulation between Nars and this one is that this feels richer and it feels a little more pigmented and it's sticking to the lips a bit better. So something to think about. All right, I leave you here. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. If you like what you're seeing, please don't forget to subscribe, like button, comment. You know the deal, and use those affiliate links down below. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video.